First and foremost, all praises are due to Yahweh Bashim Hawashah Bashim Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone for teaching us the truth. Salutations to the brothers around the four corners of the earth who are teaching this word in truth and sincerity. And shalom to the hopeful elect of Israel who listen and believe in this word. This is Brother Kawat Sabar coming at you with another lesson. This one is entitled, Heaping Up Treasure Won't Save You. And you see here on the screen you have what would be, looks like a place of storage for somebody that's prepping. And prepping has become a phenomena of people stacking up items and things in case there's a calamity or something catastrophic. So that's where prepping came along. So these people obviously know that something is up, but they're going about it in the wrong spirit. Now, the elect of Yahweh Bashim Hawashai, we have faith that Yahweh Bashim Hawashai will deliver us in these days that are going to be coming upon the planet Earth. But as you see here, in this image here, this is somebody that's just going over and above, you see. And as well as food, they also stockpile guns, whatever it may be, you know. But heaping up treasure won't save you. And I'm speaking specifically to the Hebrew Israelites, so-called Blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, mainly those who know they're Hebrew Israelites. It's not saying you can't have a few items to the side, you know, maybe a few cases of water, but, you know, 100 cases of water or, you know, 100 cans of beans, you know, or things of that nature that shows a lack of faith in Yahweh Bashim Hawashai in the days that are going to be coming upon the planet Earth. That shows a lack of faith, a lack of regard for trusting in Yahweh Bashim Hawashai. So let's get a definition of the word prepping, or prepper, I should say. This is the definition of the word prepper. A person who believes a catastrophic disaster or emergency is likely to occur in the future and makes active preparations for it, typically by stockpiling food, ammunition, and other supplies. So like I said, in this image here, you see food supplies and water, okay, big 5-gallon jugs of water. And most likely, this person probably has a certain amount of ammunition. So the preppers, they're not dumb. They know that Babylon America, is on its way down. They know that eventually the government will turn on the people. And some of them know about the MOTB. But like I said, many of them, you know, don't have faith, or maybe aren't even Hebrew Israelites. A majority of them are so-called white people, Edomites. But you do have some of our people that are beginning to prep in the same ways. But if you're a Hebrew Israelite and you came into this truth and you've been reading the scriptures, you know that you have to depend on Yahweh Bashim Hawashai with faith. So let's go to Hebrews chapter 11 and verse 1 to get a definition of faith. Hebrews chapter 11 and verse 1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. So we have faith that in the times to come, specifically Jacob's trouble, which will be martial law, the famine of food. You'll have lockdowns. You'll have the UN troops. You know, in the cities of America, you're going to have Esau with his militias and his guns going rampant, like a madman, sparing none, like it says in Second Esdras. So you're going to have a lot of things going on. You'll have people falling out from taking that jungle juice during the C-19 period. So it's going to be a lot of chaos because the elites of the Edomites have to have chaos to bring about their ultimate plan, which is to get everybody chipped up, pursuant to Revelation chapter 13, verse 16 and 17. Let's read Hebrews 11 and verse 1 to NLT. Faith is the confidence that what we hope for will actually happen. It gives us assurance about things we cannot see. Now, the 1/3 elect, we have faith that in those times to come, we're going to be saved, okay? We're going to be looked after. We're going to be fed. We're going to be given water. You see, we have faith Yahweh Bashim Hawashai is going to take care of us. Now, we don't know how it will happen or what will happen, but we have faith that we're going to be taken care of. Somebody may end up, getting taken from their house. It may be a big mansion with food in it. A deer may just lay on the ground, you see, for you. You don't know what's going to happen. Just like Elijah, okay, in Kings, either First Kings or Second Kings, Elijah was fed by the ravens, you see. So faith is the confidence that we hope for what will actually happen, you see. So it's having confidence, and it's going to give us assurance about things that we cannot see. So we have faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. So let's read verse 6. And it reads, but without faith it is impossible to please him, Yahweh. For he that cometh to Yahweh must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. So without faith, it's impossible to please Yahweh. So if you're stacking up, 2-3 rooms full of food, you got a bunker, then that shows a lack of regard, of trust in the Lord Yahweh. Specifically, if you're a Hebrew Israelite and you've been reading these scriptures and you know who you are, you see, you've come into the faith, but you're still prepping. That shows a lack of faith. So it's impossible to please him, Yahweh, without faith. So let's go to another precept. Let's go to James, James chapter 5. We have here James chapter 5, and we have here a verse. Let's start off with verse 1. And it reads, go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. Verse 2, your riches are corrupted, and your garments are moth-eaten. So this is talking about those who have money, who are rich. All right. And of course, you have your Elon Musk, your Mark Zuckerbergs, your Bill Gates, who are building, multi-million dollar bunkers. Okay. Because they know what's coming. They understand what's coming. So they're building bunkers and storing away food. They even have underground things underground, whole cities underground with stores in them and things of that nature. So the elites, okay, the Edomites specifically, they know what's going down. You also have a few Hebrew Israelite celebrities, okay, like Rick Ross and a couple others that are building bunkers as well, you see, but they don't have the money that Elon Musk has or Bill Gates has or Mark Zuckerberg has, you see. And some of these Edomites are even looking to go towards outer space, you see, for safety. So they know what's going on. And some of them probably even have bunkers inside the mountains, you see. So they understand what's coming. They understand what's coming. And the main thing is they understand Yahweh Shai is going to be coming back on the planet Earth to bring judgment specifically to Babylon, America. And you Edomites are first in line to get the worst of the judgment, you see. So let's read verse 3. James 5, verse 3. Your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as it were fire. Ye have heaped treasure together for the last days. So many of these preppers are, I guess you could call food, stacking up, 100 cases of water and, 50 cases of beans or what have you. I guess you could call that heaping up treasure. You know what I'm saying? Because many people think they're going to go ahead and survive what's coming. They think their guns are going to get them out of what's coming. And your guns are not going to save you. Like I said, heaping up treasure will not save you. And like I said, this is mainly, geared towards the Hebrew Israelites, because the 1/3 elect of the Hebrew Israelites, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, we have faith that we're going to be delivered. We're going to be taken care of. That we're going to have food. We're going to have water. You see, like I said, it's nothing to, stack up a few, cases of water or, some extra beans or rice, but When you go overboard, that shows that your faith is lacking in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. So there's a point at which you go overboard with it that, it's not going to be good. You see? And you also have people that are prepping to take the things away from the preppers. You have people that are they're not buying anything. They just have guns and ammunition so they can take, for instance, on this picture, they can come and take all your stuff, take all your food, you see, and kill you. You see, so you prepping and getting all these things, you may not even be able to enjoy the accoutrements, you see. That's a big word. You can look it up. You may not even be able to enjoy the spoils of what you saved up or what you gathered up. So let's go to another precept. Let's see what I have here. Let's go to Luke chapter 12 for an example of that, okay? Luke chapter 12, and let's read verse 16. And it reads, "And he spake a parable unto them, saying," this is Yahweh Shai, "the ground of a certain rich man brought forth plentifully." Verse 17. "And he thought within himself, saying, What shall I do? Because I have no room where to bestow my fruits." So this guy had a lot of ground to grow stuff, to grow food. Verse 18. "And he said, This will I do. I will pull down my barns and build greater, and there will I bestow all my fruits and my goods." So he said, look, I'm going to go ahead and build a bigger barn, to store all my food in. All right. Tear down the barns I have and build bigger. Verse 19. "And I will say to my soul, Soul, thou hast much goods laid up for many years. Take thine ease, eat, drink, and be merry." So he's telling his soul, you know what? I'm going to have a whole bunch of food. Okay, that's going to last me for many years. So let me just sit back and just eat, drink, and be merry. So some of these preppers have that mind that they're going to survive, 5, 10 years from the food they have stacked up, all right, the underground bunkers, all right, and just take it easy and coast through what's coming to Babylon, America, which ultimately is going to be the destruction from nuclear missiles and laser fire from the chariots of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai and the angels. You see, so they're terribly mistaken. Like I said, if you're a Hebrew Israelite, you're supposed to have faith. You see, faith is a gift. If you don't have faith, then it's not going to be a good thing, because you're going to try to depend on yourself to try to save yourself, and that's going to be a big mistake. If you have the attitude of, you know what, I'm going to save myself. I'm going to gather guns. I'm going to gather food. I'm going to be ready. You see, you have to get spiritually ready. You see, not worried about it, not being carnal. You can't be carnal minded and look at this thing with a carnal mind. You have to be spiritually prepared for what's coming. That's your weapon, you see? So let's continue. Let's read Luke 12 and verse 19 again. And this is him, okay? "And I will say to my soul," this is Yahweh Shai speaking, of course, about the man trying to, save up, gather food. "Soul, thou hast much goods laid up for many years. Take thine ease, take it easy, eat, drink, and be merry." Verse 20. "But Yahweh said unto him, Thou fool, this night thy soul shall be required of thee. Then who shall those things be which thou hast provided?" Okay, let's read Luke 12, verse 20, the NLT. "But Yahweh said to him, You fool, you will die this very night. Then who will get everything you worked for?" So just like I said, you can prep, okay, gather up a whole bunch of food, ammunition, okay, and you can die that very night. You can die by somebody coming and taking your things and killing you, all right? So everything you work for can go into the hands of somebody else. So verse 21, "So is he that layeth up treasure for himself and is not rich towards Yahweh." You see, so you have to build a rich relationship spiritually with Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai to build up the faith to get through these hard times that are going to be coming upon the planet Earth. So that's what you have to be doing. Building up spiritual treasure through these scriptures, through praying, through faith, things of that nature. Rehearsing the righteous acts. You see, being temperate, having self-control, being patient, enduring. Those are the things and traits you need to build up to prepare yourself, to really prepare yourself, okay, spiritually prepping for the times that are going to be coming upon the planet Earth. And the elect already know this. We know it. You see, I say hope for elect and humility. So let's continue. Let's go to, what else do I have? Let's go to Isaiah 33 to add on to that scripture from Luke. Isaiah 33, or what I just said. Isaiah chapter 33, and this is verse 6, and it reads, this is a classic one, Isaiah 33 and 6, and it reads, in wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, in the strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. So the elect, we have the fear of the Lord. That's our treasure. We're not going to heap up, okay, a storehouse of food, a storehouse of weapons, and those type of things, you know, because the fear of the Lord, we fear Yahweh. That's our treasure. So we're going to do everything we can to make our, give full diligence to make our calling and election sure. Everything that we can do. Let's read Isaiah 33, verse 6 to NLT. In that day, he will be your sure foundation, providing a rich store of salvation, wisdom, and knowledge. The fear of the Lord will be your treasure. So that's going to be your treasure. You see, not stacking up, okay, 2-3 rooms full of food and water and, a whole cache of weapons. You have to go to your spiritual weapons, okay? The weapons of our warfare are not carnal, spiritual. You see, be spiritually minded, okay, that equals life and peace. To be carnal minded equals death. So let's continue. Let's go to Second Esdras, chapter 16. I'm going to have to try to bear with me 1 second. Second Esdras, chapter 16. So we have Second Esdras, chapter 16. And let's start off with verse 17. As soon as I find it here, Salakia, bear with me. I was supposed to have this laid out and I didn't. So Second Esdras chapter 16 and verse I believe it's verse 16, and it reads, let's see here. No, verse 17. Sorry about that. Second Esdras chapter 16, verse 17. Woe is me, woe is me. Who will deliver me in those days? You see, so this is Ezra, and he's exclaiming to Yahweh, who's going to deliver me in those days? Meaning, he knows that he's going to be reincarnated, okay, back in these times. So he's saying, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? Because he's seen the vision, okay, of the future of Babylon, America. And he knew he was going to be reincarnated. He believed in reincarnation. The prophets knew about reincarnation. Verse 18, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? All right. So he's asking Yahweh, what am I going to do? And we're going to have to depend on Yahweh through faith, a thing called faith. Let's go to verse 22. For many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. So you may prep and get all the food you need, and you may escape, being hungry, but the sword, you're going to have people with guns and weapons. You're going to have the martial law troops, the UN troops. You're going to have all these things going on. Okay, brother against brother and, sister against sister, family member against family member, race wars. You see, you're going to have all these things happening during Jacob's trouble. All right, a day like no other. And that time is coming up upon us. And Elder Apostle Sahara has labeled this year the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble, because we want this to pop off, because we want to get out of here. The elect want to go home because we're like pilgrims here. This ain't our home, you see. So let's continue. Verse 23, and the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them, for the earth shall be wasted, and the city shall be cast down. So many people are going to be dead. It's going to be, thousands upon thousands of people that are going to be dead. A lot of people are going to be dropping dead from that, from the C-19 period, from that jungle juice. So it's going to be a lot of death and chaos. So you have to get your mind ready for these things, if you're here during those times, to get your mind kind of ready to endure the trauma and anxiety of seeing that. But if you've been in these scriptures, you're getting your mind ready for these times. So it's not going to affect you like it will everybody else if you're part of the elect. And like Isaiah 33:6 said, knowledge and stability will be knowledge and wisdom will be the stability of thy times. It's going to keep you stable because you've been reading these scriptures and you understand the upcoming prophecies that are going to be coming upon the planet Earth, particularly here in Babylon, America. It's going to get it the worst. So let's read. Let's go to verse 40. All right. 2nd Esdras 16 and verse 40. O my people, hear my word, make you ready to thy battle, and in those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth. So that's talking about the 1/3 elect, you see. So when all this is going down, okay, get your mind ready for these battles, for these things that are going to be coming upon the planet Earth. All right? And be as pilgrims upon the earth, because this isn't our home. So we're looking forward to Yahushua coming eventually. You'll have Jacob's trouble, all the calamity of that. And then, the elites of the Edomites are going to bring about their MOTB, their New World Order. Okay? And the main piece of that's going to be the CHIP, spoken of Revelation chapter 13, verse 16 and 17, where you won't be able to buy or sell. You see, but the elect are going to have faith in Yahushua that we're going to be delivered out of it. We're going to be fed. We're going to make it. Somehow the angels are going to, help us out. So we have faith, okay? We have faith, like it says in Hebrews 11 and verse 1, faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. So we have faith, even though we haven't seen it, we have faith we're going to be delivered in those times. All right? Let's read this again. 2nd Esdras 16 and verse 40. O my people, hear my word, make you ready to thy battle, and in those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth. Let's read verse 41. He that selleth, let him be as he that fleeth away, and he that buyeth as one that will lose. So don't worry about selling or buying. It's not going to matter. Like I said, if you don't take that MOTB, you're not going to be able to buy or sell. But the elect are going to have faith in Yahweh Bashim Hawashai. We're not going to give in and take that CHIP. Okay, we're going to resist that temptation. Okay, we're going to make it in that time of testing. But many of our people who don't have faith, they're going to go ahead and take that MOTB and they're going to be destroyed. You see? They're going to be destroyed because they don't have any faith. So let's continue. Or those who are prepping, and like I said, storing a bunch of food items up and guns and weapons, that shows a lack of faith and a lack of reverence or fear of Yahushua, because you're thinking that you're going to be able to get out of this on your own, besides calling on Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. So let's continue. He that occupieth merchandise, as he that hath no profit, buy it. And he that buildeth, as he that shall not dwell therein. So don't worry about your material possessions. Don't worry about where you live. You may have to leave your house. You see? Don't worry about that, because we're like pilgrims. And we're looking forward to the day of the Lord, when Yahushua comes in rulership as King of Kings and Lord of Lords. And hopefully he'll extract us into the big gigantic fathership, and we'll be saved out of the destruction of Babylon, America. So that's where our faith lies, in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Faith unto salvation. So let's continue. Let's go to verse Um, let's read this again. Let's read 2nd Ezra 16 and 41. He that selleth, let him be as he that fleeth away, and he that buyeth as one that will lose. Okay, verse 42. He that occupieth merchandise, as he that hath no profit, buy it, and he that buildeth, as he that shall not dwell therein. Verse 43. He that soweth, as if he should not reap, so also he that planteth the vineyard, as he that shall not gather the grapes. So we're not worried about our material possessions. Leave all that shit behind. You see, when that time comes, you may have to leave all your stuff behind. Your car, your apartment. Okay, you may just take a little small bag, and that's it. You see, but everything else, don't be worried about. So let's continue. Let's go to 2nd Ezra 16, and let's go to verse 46. And it reads, "For strangers shall reap their fruits and spoil their goods, overthrow their houses, and take their children captives, for in captivity and famine shall they get children." You see? So many of these people are going to be laboring in vain, stacking up a whole bunch of items. You're going to be laboring in vain. I'm speaking mostly to my people, the Hebrew Israelites, you see, because 2/3 of our people are not going to have faith. They're not going to hearken to this word, you see. And so I'm speaking mostly to our people, all right? Because the thing is, like I said, strangers shall reap your fruits, you see. So people with guns and weaponry, okay, Esau is going to be running rampant, all right, like a madman sparing none, okay, coming in people's houses, taking people's children. So you have to have faith in Yahweh Bashem Hawashai. He's going to protect you, or if you have a family, protect your family. So let's read verse. Let's go down to verse 70. 2nd Esdras chapter 16 and verse 70, and it reads, "For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord." So that's talking about the 1/3 elect of the Hebrew Israelites. You see, a lot of people are going to be coming after us because, we have faith in Yahweh Bashem Hawashai. Verse 71, "They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord." So like I said, Esau, they shall be like madmen, sparing none. That's talking about Esau, the Edomites, so-called white man, the devil. You see, with his militias, he's going to be coming after not only the 2/3 of our people that haven't hearkened to this word or don't have faith, but also the 1/3 elect that have faith in Yahweh Bashem Hawashai. So let's continue. Let's read verse 72. "For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses." So a lot of us are going to, be put in prison. Some of us are going to be executed, beheaded, you see. But a lot of us are going to be taken away and put in prisons or concentration camps because of our faith, because we didn't take that CHIP, you see. But this is where you have to have faith. Let's read verse 73. "Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold in the fire." So the elect are going to be tried as gold in the fire. Yahweh Bashem Hawashai doesn't want anybody who doesn't have any faith. He doesn't want anybody who's lukewarm, you see. So you're going to be tried like gold in the fire. So it's going to be that time of testing. So you have to endure and have faith in Yahweh Bashem Hawashai, not in your own way, okay? Not in 100 cases of water, you see. All right? Let's continue. Let's read verse 74. "Hear ye, my beloved, saith the Lord. Behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same." So he's going to deliver his elect, okay, those that have faith. Verse 75, "Be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for Yahweh is your guide." So if you're prepping and stacking up a whole bunch of food and ammunition, building up a bunker, then you have doubt, okay, that Yahweh Bashem Hawashai is going to take care of you. Let's read verse 76. "In the guide of them," let's read this. Be ye, let's read verse 75. Be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for Yahweh is your guide. Verse 76. And the guide of them who keep my commandments and precepts, saith the Lord Yahweh. Let not your sins weigh you down, and let not your iniquities lift up themselves. So, like I said, Isaiah 33:6. Knowledge and wisdom will be the stability of thy times. These precepts, these commandments, these scriptures are going to be comfort for us when these times come. So you're supposed to be building yourself up spiritually, spiritually prepping, all right? Reading scriptures, praying, calling on Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, keeping your faith up, whatever you can do. So let's continue. Let's go to, this will be the last scripture, I believe. Let's go to, you know what? I missed one. Let's go to 1 Samuel chapter 2, all right? Because like I said, everything is in the hand of Yahweh anyway, all right? Nothing is in your hands, you see? So you building up and prepping and all those type of things, it doesn't matter because everything is in Yahweh's hands. Let's go to 2 Samuel. It's in the Old Testament. We have 2 Samuel. We have here 1 Samuel. Salakia for that. It's 1 Samuel, and it's the second chapter, and we have here verse 6, and it reads, the Lord killeth and maketh alive. He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up. So it doesn't matter what you do. Everything is in the hand of the Lord. You see, you're not going to save yourself. All right. He could kill you. All right. And he can make it alive. He could do whatever he wants. He can bring it down to the grave and bring it up. Let's read verse 7. The Lord maketh poor and maketh rich. He bringeth low and lifteth up. All right. So let's continue. Let's read verse 8. He raiseth up the poor out of the dust and lifteth up the beggar from the dunghill to set them among princes and to make them inherit the throne of glory. For the pillars of the earth are the Lord's, and he hath set the world upon them, so he can do whatever he wants. And as we know, the first shall be last and the last shall be first. All right. So these elites of these Edomites, they're going to be going down. They're going to be put in slavery. You see, and the elect are going to be put in the forefront. The elect of the Hebrew Israelites, so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, are going to be first on this side, okay? In the Hebrew Israelites as a whole, but on this side, it's going to be the 1/3 elect first, and then the 2/3 will be born in the loins of the 1/3 as children of the 1/3 in the kingdom. So let's read verse 9. He will keep the feet of his saints, and the wicked shall be silent in darkness, for by strength shall no man prevail. So let's read 1 Samuel 2, verse 9 to NLT. He will protect his faithful ones, but the wicked will disappear in darkness. No one will succeed by strength alone. So you're not going to succeed by strength alone. You're not going to succeed by stacking up piles of food and ammunition. You're only going to succeed by having faith. He says here, he will protect his faithful ones, the ones that are faithful. You see, that have faith. So let's continue. Let's read, let's go to Proverbs 20 and 24. This is a classic, of course. Proverbs 20 and 24. Everything is in the hands of the Lord, but you have to have faith as well. You see, you're not going to save yourself by stacking up a myriad of items, you know. Proverbs 20 and 24, and it reads, this is a classic one. Man's goings are of the Lord. How can a man then understand his own way? You see? All right? So man's goings are of the Lord Yahweh. So he's going to decide what's going to happen either way. He's the great director. We're all just actors in his big movie production. So let's go to one more scripture. Let's go to Psalm chapter 91. And like I said, he's going to take care of the elect. Psalm chapter 91. And we have here verse 1. And it reads, the title says, security of the one who trusts in the Lord. Psalms 91 verse 1. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Verse 2, I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress. My Lord, in him will I trust. So we're going to have to trust in the Lord, not upon our treasures and things we stacking up, okay? Heaping up treasure will not save you in these last days, okay? Doing extreme prepping is not going to save you in these last days. You must trust in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. And I'm speaking about the Hebrew Israelites, particularly the elect. I mean, so, because only the elect is going to trust in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai and have faith unto salvation. Psalms 91, and let's read verse 3. Surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. Now we know the trap, okay, is being set by the elites of the Edomites, okay? They're trying to set a trap, and their main trap is going to be that MOTB, all right? But he's going to deliver us from the snare, okay, of the fowler, okay, of the one that's trying to trap us, which is our main number one enemy. Esau, the Edomites, the so-called devil, okay? The so-called white man, the devil. So let's continue. Let's read verse 4. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. So these words, these scriptures, all right, they're going to be a shield for us because they're going to be within us, all right? Like Yahushua said, eat me, eat my flesh, drink my blood, meaning he was the word in the flesh, you see? So this whole book is about him. Okay, he comes in the volume of the book, Yahushua does. So if we eat these words and take these words in, okay, we're going to be all right, okay, because we're going to have them internally inside us. So when those times come, we're going to be able to go to those scriptures in our head. It's going to be ingrained in us, in our soul. Psalms 91, let's read verse 5. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day. So we're not going to be afraid when these times come. All right, Jacob's trouble, the MOTB, World War III. We're not going to be afraid. We're going to be looking forward to Yahushua cracking those clouds and hopefully beaming us up into that big, gigantic fathership. So let's read verse 6. Nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. We're not going to, be afraid, okay, with the disease and pestilence and the things that are going to be going on, people dying like dung on the street. Let's read verse 7. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. So we're going to have faith, all right? We realize that stacking up a whole bunch of items is not going to save us, okay? Because you're going to have to leave all that behind. In most cases, you're going to have to leave all that behind. It's not going to save you for the times that are coming upon the planet Earth. So on that note, I hope this lesson was edifying to you, and I want to give all praises to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, B'Shem Rekakwadash. Shalom.